Now, shares in Netflix and Disney, they were both down after the deal that we talked about on last night's programme. It's a decision which has huge implications for the streaming industry. If you look at Disney, it was down nearly 4%. It was off 5% at one point, and indeed was amongst the largest, if not the largest loser on the Dow. Netflix down 1.45%. I'm guessing it's more serious for Disney than for Netflix, that particular loss, but we'll get Shelly Palmer's view a longer term. Disney's revenues missed Wall Street expectations. It's taking its films off Netflix from 2019, and there'll be a streaming service in 2 years' time which will compete with Netflix, Amazon, CBS, HBO, which, of course, is owned by Time Warner, which is the parent company of this network. Shelly Palmer is with me. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, too.
OK, Shelly.
Okay, Richard.
Who suffered most out of this, Disney or Netflix?
Look over there. I'm buying a streaming company. Oh, wait, I'm going to have 4, 5, 6, 7 quarters of terrible earnings, and ESPN's a mess, and oh, boy. I guess they didn't fool anybody on Wall Street yesterday, the Disney organization, but ultimately they tried to change the narrative, and it didn't quite work, at least not yet, but it will.
Go on.
It will work, because what Disney's done is they made a very bold and important move. They've finally done something as opposed to talked about it. You can either milk the old model to death until it dies, and when it dies, be caught very much by surprise, as will everyone else, or you can say, I'm going to invest in the future, I'm going to look at what's going to happen, and I'm going to do it now.
So you're talking about the streaming service?
Yes.
But hang on, why would somebody want to sign up to another streaming service which may or may not have a subscription base to it?
So you're making the assumption that there aren't going to be a dozen more streaming services as the world turns. People are going for skinny bundles, people are looking for free. Free is very pro-consumer. The consumers are changing and demanding every day. We see new things happening. We have Tier 1 tech being able to deliver video in ways that the regular distributors have never dealt with or thought about dealing with, and now they're thinking about dealing with it.
So explain what, to a naive young chap like myself in this techno-babble world, explain what Disney's own streaming service gives them in 2019 that they don't have now.
So in practice, Major League Baseball Advanced Media, which is a spectacularly well-oiled workflow machine, a way to get video in and out at scale beautifully, and you don't trivialize that. The technology is only part of that story. There are great people there that do amazing work. Having that functional right now and being able to just plug Disney content in means that on the day they decide to flip the switch is flipped and they're in that business. So nobody has that now except Major League Baseball Advanced Media, and now Disney has it. There are other people that do have it. Let me think who they might be called. YouTube, Facebook, Amazon, Hulu, and now Disney's going to be numbered among the Tier 1 capable, meaning technology capable distributors and data gatherers.
Netflix.
Yes.
Do they suffer from not having the Disney content?
That is a fabulous question. Now, I don't think so. What I think is going to happen is the nice people at Netflix are buying up content, original content, with dollars that Hollywood is in love with, and we've but many of those original content, it's not very successful. I mean, all right, it's a hard we all business.
Quote, you know, Orange is the New Black, but for every Orange is the New Black,
there will be, by the way, 99% of new television content is born dead. And so they're learning that it's a hard business, but they've got the money and they've got the distribution. I'm not sure that Netflix doesn't come out of this being just like, wow, the best day of our lives is when Disney decided to pull their content and we were forced to go even deeper into making original stuff that the world loves. This is not going to be bad for anybody. Ultimately, it's going to be good for both companies.
Good to see you, sir.
All right.
Always good to have you. Thank you. We need you for these sort of stories. Help me understand what's happening.